you really understand why is beauty important, it's first of all very important to get an understanding of our current relationship with beauty as a society and as a culture. Herein, I'd like to bring your attention firstly to the fact that if you look at the mainstream education, beauty, art, and aesthetics is really put at the fringes, which is why, even for some of us who are so called educated, we've not really developed a sense of beauty or a sense of aesthetic sense. Which is why, we sometimes go to these beautiful landscapes and we have a packet of chips, we say wow for a moment, and then we burst in laughter with our friends, click nice pictures and come back. We really miss out on the profoundly transformative power of beauty. The second thing I'd like to bring your attention to is the fact that there is a monoculture today when it comes to beauty. What I mean is that the Western definitions of beauty are today becoming the global norm. For instance, if you look at the Asiatic cultures or India, the ideal of beauty of a woman's body is full of curves, whereas that is not necessarily the case when it comes to the ideal of a woman's body for a Western culture. However, what is happening today is the Western definitions are being followed across the globe. Thirdly, if you really look at what is considered today as beautiful, is heavily mixed up with what is considered as sexy, as sensual, as classy. And all these different words have really kind of gotten mixed up and become like a potpourri. The fourth thing that I'd like to bring your attention to is the fact that, even when we have a care for beauty or a concern for beauty, it is really restricted to I, me, myself, my clothing. My house should be beautiful. The gift that I give should be beautiful. But when we step out of our houses to the public spaces, to our streets, they're not necessarily as beautiful. And in either of the two cases, be it in our personal spaces or in our public spaces, we are not really tapping on the power of beauty to be able to access something deeply, deeply sacred within us. We're not really tapping on the power of beauty to transform, the power of beauty to really grow within in one's consciousness. And that's where I'd like to bring your attention to really the true uses of, cultivating beauty in one's life. First of all, beauty really purifies, which is why in the traditional setups, they would have like a little diya or incense, which gives a very beautiful smell, some small elements of beauty that really brings a sanctification, a sanctity, a purity on the inside. The second is that, beauty is really the bridge between the inner and the outer, between the spirit and the matter. And in that sense, it is really at the crux of an integral self-development. That's the second power of beauty. The third power of beauty is it really makes the process of development, of self-development and of inner growth really, really concrete and really, really tangible. So these are the three essential components of why beauty is important. Beauty is important because it really purifies one's inner environment. It is important because it is really the crucial link between our inner journey and the outer manifestation. Beauty is important because it really concretizes the inner growth and the inner journey. It really makes the soul visible, the divine visible, and the beauty and the joy and the delight of the soul really, really becomes very tangible, very concrete, very visible into this world.